Okay, here we go, another game. Playing against a guy named Hicks, 1825, from Bosnia. This is the Grand Prix from the in the Sicilian. The advanced variation turns out to be a bad French for him, simply because my bishop gets out of my pawn chain, and I never have to worry about my light squared bishop being a pain for me later on. So even if he trades it off for like a knight or something, I can plant a knight on f5 instead of a bishop, so these positions are usually good for black. And after moves like h5, nothing will harass f5, because after h4, even moves like h3, g4 aren't going to harass my knight that's going to get planted on f5. And in fact, once my knights get on f5, this is something that Brian Wall calls the mother-in-law variation, because the knight that it's there, it's really annoying, and it's really hard to get rid of it. So he calls it the mother-in-law because it's a lot like a mother-in-law. My opponent got disconnected. His name is Hicks. So we got the Hick mother-in-law. Fortunately, when he gets disconnected, the time keeps running, but the last two games I lost on time. Maybe I'll be able to win a game on time. Alright, he got reconnected. I definitely need a win here, because I just lost a couple games, and it's always disheartening to lose. I'll use my queen to guard the dark squares on my queen side and my bishop on my king side, so that'll make it easier. I think I'm just going to play b6 here, simply so I can maintain my stake in the center. Instead of taking or pushing c4, because it's better to keep tension as much as possible. Against anybody. It doesn't have to be someone lower than you or higher than you. Against anybody. If you keep the tension, it's more stuff that they have to think about, so it's harder for them to play. Now, the last thing that I want to do is trade off my dark square bishop for this knight, so I'm going to avoid that trade as much as possible. And instead, I'll see if I can weaken his queen side with a4, a3. So if he captures on f5, then I get the mother-in-law knight, and right now I have the mother-in-law bishop, so we got a holy mother-in-law right now. So I really don't think that sacrifice is sound, especially not after bishop g6. So now I think I'm just up a piece, which is good. Maybe he could have intermezzoed knight takes f5, but then after knight takes f5, my knight can come to h6 and guard it that way. Now, I'm going to capture his d-pawn. I really don't have to worry about anything that he's trying to do, because my bishops keep everything nice and guarded. Okay, so he wants to come into f6, it looks like. I'm going to attack his queen, because it doesn't have too many squares to go to. And, let's see, I think now I'll just capture... Oh, okay, I see. He wants to knight f6 check, bishop takes, pawn takes, and then he's coming into h6 at some point, maybe. So I need to avoid that as much as possible. Okay. If I move my rook now, that'll give me time to recoup my queen back to f8 to guard his entry point at h6, because he's going to be able to get in g4 to kick my knight. So I need my queen to defend as well as all my other pieces. And now queen d8, queen f8, and everything's guarded again. Just barely, one tempo in time. So now he's kicking my knight, which is okay. Let's see, knight here doesn't seem very good. maybe just d6, and then maybe I can hop into here. F5 might be interesting for him. F5, E takes F5, G takes F5, and I have to give that up. So it looks like he's got a pretty strong attack going right now. Not exactly sure what I did to screw up that position for myself. All my pieces are pretty far away from defending. Maybe... Okay, if I play queen takes f6 here, he plays pawn takes g6, queen takes g6, and I have this pin on his knight, and he f7's guarded by my knight. What'll I have there? I'll be up in exchange, right? Yeah, he sacked a piece. Okay. Oh no, in that position it'll be equal. I'll be up some pawns, I think. But that's okay, it's better than losing all my material. Or getting checkmated, so. Now queen takes, and I got him in that pin, and I can play a move like knight e4 to attack the knight again. My queen's guarding pretty much everything. Hopefully it's worked. If I can trade off his knight, that would be good. Although I will have to worry about getting my queen pinned to my king. I'll probably have to play knight e6 to g6 at some point. Knight takes knight, queen takes knight check. Queen g2 check would be an interesting line. I'm not worried about his rook coming in because I have this nice knight fork, and I'll win material there. So I think I'm just going to play pawn takes pawn and kind of dare him to play rook g1. Okay, he didn't play it. Now maybe knight e7, and now my rook can be active in the game. He could probably play knight e5 here, might be good for him. Knight e5, queen g7 is no good because of bishop h6, so maybe queen h7, rook check, king h8, loses to knight f7 check, which is checkmate, so yeah, I lose my queen there, that's no good. Knight e5. What do I do on knight e5? Knight e5 would have been absolutely crushing for him. I'm glad he didn't see it. Maybe rook c6 now looks like a good defensive maneuver. It's always easy to defend on the third ranks, so oh, he's forking me now. Okay, that's a shame. I'll just play queen g7 here, because my rook's guarding rook h6 now, or bishop h6 I mean. My knight's still got knight f2, so he can't do that. Bishop h6, I wonder if I can get away with queen takes pawn there. Probably not. So I'm definitely down in exchange now, which is unfortunate. Oh, crap, he's guarding. I didn't even think about that. Crud, I lost my queen. That's a shame. He he makes like one stupid threat and I lose my queen. shame, man. It's a shame. Well, he's going to be checking me all over the place now, so I have to start running my king. What do I just have a piece for it? Just a piece for a queen? It's never enough. Although, maybe I'll have some checkmating ideas if we both get into time pressure. I'm getting Arabian mate going with my knight. Oh, you snapped the pawn off? That seems greedy. Oh, I checkmated myself. I hope he doesn't see it. Yep. Oh well. Well, I'm playing like crap today, so I gotta win at least one game.